Believe it or not, I would look on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. I'd look on the internet with buy businesses, all the great stuff. Well, I found one, if you can believe that, on Craigslist, and I live in Spokane, Washington. This business was located in Coeur d'Alene, which is, very close to us. So I did the whole, I'm interested in your business, blah, 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 and sent the email. I didn't get any response for 2 weeks. Well, then I got a response. Hey, I currently have a buyer. Thank you so much for reaching out. And I know how this goes because, like I've said, I bought a few businesses. I said, well, if anything happens, please let me know right away. I'm really interested in your business because they were some fantastic numbers. Well, a month and a half goes by, no communication with the seller. Then I get an email from her saying, hey, the deal fell through with the other person. Would you still like to meet? I said, of course. So my team member and I drove to Coeur d'Alene. Now, I've probably sat down with over 20 business owners looking at their business. And I can tell you most times they're not selling a business, they're selling a job. And most people that can pay for businesses don't want a job, they want to buy a business. Well, this woman had done a fantastic job. She had created a business. And we're going back and forth and we're talking about her clients and top line revenue and fixed costs and, obviously how much it makes. And man, I really want to buy this business because this is kind of the unwritten rule, if you will, kind of like with baseball. One of my unwritten rules is I like to do a 1-for-1. So what I mean by that is whatever the top line revenue is, that's going to probably be our sales price for the most part or around there. And this was definitely within the 1-to-1 range. She had fantastic margins. This is what I loved about this bookkeeping business is that it was reoccurring revenue, which I love that as a business owner. In addition, she had annual contracts. So all these things are lining up. She had 98% pay customer pay her. So it's like all these things that I really want this business. I'm looking at my team member. She really wants to buy the business because she knows her marketing job is going away. And the woman that I'm negotiating with, she seems excited. She seems like bought in with the whole Dan Can experience. But I could tell, and I've done this for a bit, that something was basically she had a hesitation and I didn't know what that was. And you got to sell to the person you're selling to. And so I could tell that she was a very detailed person. So I was speaking very detailed. I was giving her my resume about, being a business owner for 20 years, all these things. And I felt like it was going well. So the unwritten rule here is, hey, sometimes you just got to ask. And so I'm sitting there, I want to buy the business. I have the capital for the business. I have an operator for the business. And that's another unwritten rule. If you're going to buy a business and if you aren't going to run it, you need an operator. And I have an amazing operator sitting right there. I have an amazing opportunity to buy a business sitting right there. I have the amazing capital to buy the business. It's right there, but I don't have a deal. And so it's my job as the leader, right, to figure out why. And so this woman, she's the owner of the business. She's fantastic, like I said. So we've been together now for about an hour, hour and a half. And so I just asked her, I said, hey, I feel like this is going really well. I feel like you see value in me, my team member. I think you know that we'll take fantastic care of your customers. We are efficient, proficient, and we can definitely do this work. I just want to ask you, what is stopping you from selling the business to me? And she's was kind of hesitant because she didn't know if she wanted to be completely honest. And so at that point, I just waited.